It's sitting on your desk, gracing your garden, or perhaps standing right next to your child's favorite playground. A silent predator that has survived for millions of years by perfecting the art of the kill. From seeds containing the world's most feared toxins to leaves that can stop a human heart in seconds, we're exploring the botanical nightmares hidden in plain sight. This is the terrifying truth behind the world's most lethal tree. If you crave the secrets of the natural world, subscribe now and join the hunt. But first, we want to hear from you. Where in the world are you watching from? Let us know in the comments. 1. Manchineel, the forbidden apple of death. Standing on the white sands of the Caribbean, the Manchineel Hippomane mancinella appears as a welcoming shade tree. Its small, green fruit resembles a crabapple, yet Spanish conquistadors named it Manzanilla de la Muerte, the little apple of death. This Guinness World Record holder for the most dangerous tree is saturated with complex toxins, most notably 4-bol esters. Its danger extends beyond ingestion. During rainstorms, water dripping from its leaves becomes a caustic cocktail, causing severe skin blistering akin to chemical burns. Burning the wood releases smoke that can cause permanent blindness. Consuming the fruit is a descent into agony. A deceptively sweet initial taste soon leads to an escalating burn, airway swelling, and violent internal hemorrhaging. The Manchineel does not just defend itself, it creates a zone of biological exclusion where few organisms dare to tread. 2. Gympie-Gympie, the stinging suicide plant. In the rainforests of Australia and parts of Indonesia, there grows a shrub that looks entirely harmless, covered in broad, heart-shaped leaves that seem soft to the touch. This is the Gympie-Gympie, or Dendrognide moroides. However, that velvet-like texture is actually a dense forest of millions of microscopic silica needles. These needles are designed to act as hypodermic syringes, injecting a potent neurotoxin called moroidin into anyone unfortunate enough to brush against them. The pain of a Gympie-Gympie sting is unlike anything else in the natural world. Victims have described it as being sprayed with hot acid while simultaneously being electrocuted. Unlike a bee sting or a wasp bite, the pain of the Gympie-Gympie does not fade in hours. Because the silica needles are so fine and fragile, they often break off inside the skin, continuing to release toxins for weeks, months, or in documented cases, even years. The mere act of breathing near the plant can trigger intense sneezing and nosebleeds as the fine hairs become airborne. The psychological toll of the unrelenting pain is so severe that it has earned the nickname the suicide plant, with historical accounts of animals and humans driven to madness by the persistent, agonizing sensation that no morphine or anesthetic can fully dull. 3. Cerbera odolum, the silent heart assassin. Often referred to as the suicide tree, Cerbera odolum is a silent killer that thrives in the swampy marshes of India and Southeast Asia. It belongs to the same family as the oleander, but its specialty lies in its seeds. Within the fibrous husk of its fruit lies a kernel containing cerberin, a powerful cardiac glycoside. Cerberin is a master of molecular sabotage. It works by binding to and inhibiting the cellular enzymes that control the electrical impulses of the heart. What makes Cerbera odolum particularly terrifying is its utility in forensic mysteries. Cerberin is notoriously difficult to detect in standard autopsies, and its symptoms, nausea, vomiting, and eventually a complete heart block, can easily be mistaken for natural heart failure. Toxicologists have noted that it is perhaps the most used plant for both suicide and homicide in the world, particularly in regions where it grows wild. The seeds can be easily ground into a powder and mixed into highly spiced food, where their bitter taste is masked. Within hours, the heart's rhythm begins to falter, the electrical signals become chaotic, and the victim slips into a fatal cardiac arrest. It is a biological weapon that executes its target with clinical, silent precision. 4. Strychnine tree, nature's paralyzing grip. Hailing from the tropical regions of Southeast Asia and India, the Strychnos nux vomica tree produces an orange-like fruit that belies its true nature. Inside the seeds of this fruit are two of the most infamous alkaloids in history, Strychnine and brucine. For centuries, strychnine has been the gold standard for poisoners, both in literature and reality, due to its violent and unmistakable effect on the central nervous system. Strychnine acts as an antagonist to glycine, a neurotransmitter that tells muscles to relax. Without glycine's inhibitory effect, every muscle in the body begins to contract simultaneously and with maximum force. The result is a terrifying spectacle known as risus sardonicus, a fixed, involuntary grin caused by the spasms of the facial muscles. The body eventually arches into a position called opistotonus, where the muscles of the back contract so forcefully that the spine may snap and only the head and heels touch the ground. The victim remains fully conscious throughout the ordeal, experiencing every agonizing spasm until death arrives via exhaustion or respiratory failure, as the diaphragm becomes too rigid to move. It is a brutal, mechanical death, orchestrated by the chemistry of a single seed. 5. White snakeroot, the milk sickness killer. The white snakeroot, Ageratina altissima, is a delicate woodland herb with clusters of small white flowers, native to North America. It appears as a symbol of forest purity, yet it was the cause of one of the most mysterious and feared plagues of the 19th century American frontier. The plant contains a potent toxin called trematol. Unlike other plants that kill directly through ingestion, white snakeroot utilizes a secondary vector, the food chain. When cattle graze on this plant, the trematol is absorbed into their systems. While it may only cause minor tremors in the cow, the toxin becomes concentrated in the animal's milk and meat. Humans who consume these contaminated products develop milk sickness. The symptoms are gruesome, persistent vomiting, extreme abdominal pain, and a distinct odor of acetone on the breath as the body's metabolism collapses. In the 1800s, entire Midwestern villages were decimated by this hidden poison. Its most famous victim was Nancy Hanks Lincoln, the mother of Abraham Lincoln, who died in 1818. For decades, the cause remained a mystery until frontier doctors realized that the death of the settlers was inextricably linked to the white flowers blooming in the pastures. It remains a chilling reminder that botanical toxins can bypass our defenses through the very nourishment we rely on. 6. Mountain laurel, a breathtaking hazard. As we move from the wild forests into our ornamental gardens, the danger becomes more intimate. The mountain laurel, or Kalmia latifolia, is a staple of North American landscaping, prized for its geometric, bowl-shaped flowers and evergreen leaves. However, this beauty is armed with granotoxins and arbutin. These chemicals are designed to disrupt the sodium channels in human and animal cells, which are critical for the transmission of electrical signals in the heart and lungs. If ingested, even in small quantities, mountain laurel causes a rapid and dangerous drop in blood pressure, known as hypotension. This is often accompanied by severe gastrointestinal distress, cardiac arrhythmias, and, in extreme cases, respiratory paralysis. The risk is not limited to those who eat the leaves. Honey produced by bees that have fed on Kalmia nectar can also become toxic, a phenomenon known as mad honey poisoning. For those who admire the aesthetic of a flowering evergreen shrub but wish to avoid these respiratory risks, the gardenia is the ideal safe alternative. Gardenias provide glossy green foliage and intoxicatingly fragrant white blooms without the underlying threat of cardiac or respiratory collapse, making them a sophisticated and secure choice for the modern home. 7. Philodendron, the hidden chemical needle. The philodendron is perhaps the most ubiquitous indoor plant in the United States, celebrated for its air-purifying qualities and ease of care. Yet, its leaves contain a mechanical chemical defense system, consisting of calcium oxalate crystals, known as raphides. These crystals are shaped like microscopic needles. When a leaf is bitten or chewed, these needles are forcefully injected into the soft tissues of the mouth, tongue, and throat. The immediate reaction is an intense, burning pain followed by significant swelling. In pets and small children, this inflammation can be severe enough to obstruct the airway, turning a simple act of curiosity into a life-threatening emergency. While rarely fatal to adults, the agony can last for days, often accompanied by excessive drooling and an inability to swallow. Given that emergency veterinary visits for plant ingestion in the U.S. can range from $1,000 to $3,000, the philodendron represents a significant liability in a household with curious inhabitants. A safer, non-toxic alternative is the Pilea peperomioides, or money plant. It offers a unique, modern aesthetic with its round, pancake-shaped leaves and possesses zero toxicity, ensuring that your interior design remains as safe as it is beautiful. 8. Lantana, the liver-targeting beauty. Lantana is a favorite in sunny gardens across the southern United States, beloved for its clusters of multicolored flowers that attract butterflies. However, beneath this colorful display lies a dangerous secret. The plant, particularly its unripened green berries, contains triterpene acids that are highly hepatotoxic. These toxins target the liver, causing a breakdown in the organ's ability to process waste and regulate the body's chemistry. In addition to liver failure, lantana causes a rare condition known as photosensitization. The toxins inhibit the liver's ability to clear certain chlorophyll byproducts, which then accumulate in the skin. When the skin is exposed to sunlight, these byproducts react, causing severe, painful blistering and chemical burns. This is a significant hazard for livestock and domestic dogs that may roam in gardens. If you want to attract pollinators without risking the health of your family and pets, consider the buddleia, or butterfly bush. It offers similar nectar-rich spikes of flowers and vigorous growth, but lacks the aggressive liver toxins found in lantana, allowing you to enjoy a buzzing, vibrant garden with total peace of mind. 9. Fatal lilies, a death sentence for cats. Lilies of the Lilium genus, including Easter lilies, stargazers, and tiger lilies, are icons of elegance and are frequently found in floral arrangements across the country. While they are beautiful to humans, they are an absolute death sentence for domestic cats. The exact chemical compound responsible for this toxicity remains a subject of ongoing research, but its effect is undeniable: total and irreversible renal failure. For a cat, the danger is omnipresent. Even a tiny amount of pollen groomed off their fur, or a few laps of the water from a vase where lilies have been kept, can trigger acute kidney failure within hours. Early signs include lethargy and vomiting, but without immediate and expensive veterinary intervention, often involving multi-day hospitalization, the prognosis is nearly always fatal. For cat owners, lilies are a risk that simply should not be taken. The Phalaenopsis orchid provides a stunning alternative. Orchids offer an even higher level of floral sophistication and are officially certified by the ASPCA as non-toxic to felines, making them the perfect choice for a cat-friendly home that does not want to sacrifice style for safety. 10. Castor bean, the world's deadliest seed. The castor bean plant, Ricinus communis, is often grown as an ornamental for its dramatic, star-shaped burgundy leaves and exotic appearance. However, it holds the title for producing one of the most lethal toxins known to science: ricin. Ricin is a ribosome inactivating protein that works by entering the cells and physically dismantling the machinery responsible for protein synthesis. Without the ability to create proteins, cells die, leading to rapid and irreversible multi-organ failure. The seeds of the plant, which look like attractive mottled beans, are the primary source of the poison. Just 2 to 8 seeds are enough to kill an adult human. The toxicity is so potent that ricin has a history as a biological weapon, most famously used in the 1978 assassination of Bulgarian dissident Georgy Markov in London, where a tiny pellet was injected via a modified umbrella. In a residential garden, the presence of these seeds is a massive risk for children who might mistake them for food. To achieve a similar tropical look with large, colorful foliage, the Canna indica is the superior choice. It offers the same bold, architectural presence and vibrant blooms but contains no lethal proteins, ensuring your landscape remains a sanctuary rather than a hazard. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey into the world's most lethal flora. We hope this knowledge helps you cultivate a safer home. Please note that this video features high-end documentary simulations and advanced AI imagery to illustrate these hidden botanical threats. Which plant on our list shocked you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this scientific investigation, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel today. Your support drives our research. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.